Potts, we got the first round started for the women on the opening day, and now pressure on the men to perform to go straight to round 3.
Yeah, absolutely right. And, you know, it's going to be interesting as the boys on the desk were talking about that yellow jersey. We saw Tyler Wright, you know, a couple little hiccups there, that pressure of wearing the yellow jersey. How is Maddie Wilco going to operate today? We're going to look forward to seeing that happen, but we've got a great first heat just to set the bar.
Look at that beautiful morning light, that sunrise just setting up our playing field here at Bells Beach. In the first matchup, Jeremy Flores, representing France, is the high seed, taking on a couple of rookies, one from Brazil and Caio Ibelli, one from Australia, a place called North Narrabeen, Davey Cathels, as he is really looking forward to taking on this wave. Without waiting too long, we're going to see the Brazilian get started, Caio Ibelli. Big carve off the top, now waiting for this open face track. Clean highline wrap, all set up work to get down to this big finishing move. Clean little hack off the top just to get a score on the board, and a quick warm up in the first heat of the day. Are things going to change at Bells? Are we going to see domination from that top 10 picture?
Let's have a look at this wave here first from Caio. You know, just an easy, cruisy start here for Caio Ibelli, waiting for this wave to stand up. A little bit of a sleepy start here this morning for the ocean, but I've got a funny feeling it's going to kick in, Joe. Once that tide starts pushing, Caio finishing a nice turn right there. Just a nice, easy approach, just getting that first wave under his belt. You know, Caio's got that ability to over-ramp and try and really over-surf his waves. I like that start from him, just nice, easy pace right there just to find that groove. I'd love to see that one day, Joe, just a shootout at Pipeline for the world title.
This is Caio now, already has a 4.5 start. Little jam off the roof, and he gets out. That'll be his second scoring wave early in the morning, and now Jeremy Flores on the next one. Flores rips one off the lip, right into a clean bottom turn, a layback hack. Now some energy off the bottom again. A solid layback power hook one more time for Flores. Great maneuver choice as we now see Cathels out the back. Jeremy fading to set up the finish. Cathels off the roof. Nice little finishing move for Flores. He'll let go, and bearing a rail up the back is the rookie, Davey Cathels.
Great little exchange right there from both those two surfers. Caio just picking that smaller inside wave, obviously third priority for him. Just wants to keep the ball rolling. 4.50 as his opening wave, but Jeremy Flores just laying into those couple of beautiful turns there. Great scenes here this morning, Joe, just golden water, fun little waves. Let's get it on.
We're seeing a lot of people come down on this Good Friday. It's Easter weekend here, and it's a tradition to have the Bells event come to life here at the Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach, the 55th edition. This is Cathels on the last one.
Yeah, you can see how Davey just pumping that board, getting that rail set early, and up and over the section. As I said before, this kid's got a lot of knowledge out here. Just a little bit of a mistake right there. You've got to be real careful. You don't want to over amp. You don't want to try and over surf the wave. Jeremy Flores, just nice, easy tempo. And what happens is with you just taking your time out here, it just really puts you in good position. Look at this turn right here from Jeremy. Trademark layback snap as he gets that rail set again and unloads another beautiful turn. So Jeremy Flores looking like he's going to post the best score so far of the heat. Some experience shining through here. A new and improved Jeremy Flores this year, as he just milks this one all the way through. This is where the legs start to burn, and you've got to make sure you finish off nicely, which he does. Oh, and then goes down. So both guys making a little bit of a mistake there at the end of their wave, and that's, as I said before, Joe, the legs start burning. You've got to really focus on sticking those last turns.
Jeremy Flores, last wave, a 6.33. Got him out in front. Cathels turns in a couple of scores, a 4.6 on his last. Let's go back to this form and rhythm from Flores.
Yeah,
focus on the bottom turn there.
Beautiful bottom turn. And that's what Bells Beach really demands. What it does is it just sets you up for that turn right there. Jeremy Flores just absolutely nailed that. And you notice you don't go all the way to the bottom. See him sort of get that rail set. Now he leans into it, pushes off the fins. You can see those fins almost coming out of the water. You don't want to go all the way to the bottom with that one sort of drawn out bottom turn. You want to break it up a bit, keep that board flowing, then set the rail. It's going to give you a lot more speed coming off the bottom into that opening maneuver.
We've got an epic rookie class, and we had some guys really show up at the season opener at Snapper Rocks. Guys like Connor Coffin, also really smart surfing from Kanoa Igarashi. He'll be coming up a little bit later on today. Now a fading takeoff for Caio Ibelli with priority. Sets himself up for a big rooftop snap into a forehand carve. We're already into a float. Quick in transition. Keeps that rail in the water. Spicy little wrap out the back. Cathels getting started with a big first turn. Davey with a high line wrap, and now we'll get every surfer involved on this epic set at Bells Beach. Caio thinking about a last decision, rotates the reverse. Cathels heading that direction. Setup turn, you can see the boil starting to warble that inside water surface. But he's found a good section to ditch the fins. He'll hang on. And now Jeremy Flores will kick out right in front of him, and they'll have the race for priority.
Wow, what an exchange right there. And that's the beauty of Bells Beach. When you get those good sets come through, you'll see multiple rides. The judges have really got their work cut out for them, and I think this is one of the beauties of having that replay option. Obviously, they're going to be using that just to make sure they didn't miss anything. Obviously, really hard to look at three waves very closely at the same time. So the judges will take their time, they'll watch the replays, and we'll see some scores drop. But then, you want to make sure you nail that. I mean, these are important rounds, important scores to be locked in. This sets the scale for the rest of the day. Let's have a look at Caio's opening wave. I like the zap that he gets. He's got a lot of spring in his step, this kid. Obviously, priority took the first wave of the set. Generally, not really a good idea here at Bells Beach. Normally, you let that first one go, let the sort of water fill in on the reef. Caio just milking this one all the way through the inside, focusing on what he's got to do. Doesn't really connect there, so he's trying to keep that board flowing, sees that end section. You've got to nail that right there, just spins it. So nothing too crazy on that exchange for Caio. 4.5, and then right behind him, Davey Cathels. This kid just goes for it. I mean, he only knows one way to surf, and that's just pedal to the metal. Straight up through the lip ride. So already I think Davey Cathels has got an advantage over Caio. 3 solid turns, nice, smooth, clean transitions between his maneuvers. Keep that board moving rail to rail. You've got to carry a lot of speed coming into that inside section. This is where the legs start to burn. Now you've got to start focusing, concentrate, make sure you join the dots. Bang, right there. That was a beautiful finishing move. So for me, advantage Cathels on that exchange. And then behind him, Flores on a bigger wave. So Kyle Ibelli, maybe a little bit of a priority mistake right there, catching that first wave of the set. Jeremy just tearing the lip off that one. You can see the third wave, nice and clean, a bit more vertical face for him. Jeremy's going to back that 6.3 up with another great score as he finishes off through the inside here, and he's going to get back out with priority. So Jeremy Flores, bit of experience coming through right there. Scores dropping through, Joe. Looks like Davey Cathels had the advantage over Caio, but then Jeremy Flores' wave just about to be locked in.
So scores coming through. Remember, Caio Ibelli took the first wave, a 5.5. Second wave for Cathels, a 6.7. The last wave of the set, a 7.27. Caio making the first decision. Got a decent score, but things got better and better by every wave. Caio's hearing the scores, and now he's thinking about getting another wave here under priority. Caio now up, the rookie from Brazil with a lot of momentum. He's got a ramp, big double grab punt. He'll land on the roof, trying to hang on, and he'll end up incomplete. A lot of liftoff in the first heat of the morning. We have 3 regular foot surfers. That means they stand with their left foot forward and face this wave here at the Bells Bowl. Coming back from the break, we're seeing rookie from Brazil, Caio Ibelli, get started on his forehand. He'll get a little bit bobbled up on that whitewater section, so he's over it. He's still chasing an 8.10 to take the lead off Flores.
Yeah, so even though Matty Wilco is holding that yellow jersey, Adrian de Souza still the higher seed. Davey Cathels, talk about experience. Look at this wave right here. Beautiful turns right there. That low bottom turn that you're talking about, Joe, he's got that wired, connecting the dots, waiting for it, taking his time. That's what you want to see out here. Make sure he finishes off on his feet. Davey Cathels looking for a 6-1. Scores dropping right now, and it looks like the best wave of the heat.
Davey Cathels turns in an 8.5, and the rookie now takes the lead over Jeremy Flores and Caio Ibelli. One judge threw a 9. That gets thrown out. The low score, an 8.5, gets tossed, but the majority of the panel all saw that right in that 8.5 picture, and he earns one of his best numbers so far with his rookie season just getting underway. Kelly got in the water and went for a huge full rotation punt, got a 10 on the bowl as we look at the 8.5 one more time.
Oh, a beautiful way to start. And, with that good start, what does it do? It just puts him in such a good groove. You see Joel Parkinson do this. You see Mick Fanning do this. The best surfers at Bells Beach the guys that find those waves where there's no mucking around, it's just 3 solid turns with a good finishing maneuver, that's always going to go up into the excellent range. That was clean, seamless surfing, no mistakes. And that really right there, you know, we talk about Jeremy having maybe the overall experience out here, but Davey Cathels knows this wave, and that was just a little bit of an insight there on how he does.
Where sometimes you're not necessarily looking for the longest wave out of this venue. More on that in a moment. This is Flores. He's looking for a 7.94 on this wave to skip round 2. A couple of snaps out the back, needing the inside, and he'll slip off as we're into the countdown. Flores was left chasing a 7.94, and Caio Ibelli was left chasing a 9.7. As the theme continues from Snapper Rocks, the lower seed still taking big wins. And the kid from North Narrabeen in Australia moves straight to round 3 putts.
Not surprised, Joe, not surprised at all. You know, obviously a little bit more pressure on the higher seeded surfers out here at Bells, you know, with it being a tricky lineup, even more so. Davey Cathels there just showing that the rookie school this year out and they mean business.